Today we're going to be talking about a Leatherman Wave on a EDC everyday carry and also a Camillus knife sharpener review on that. So let's just hop right into it, I guess, and see where we go from there. Alright, welcome back, guys, and like I said, always coming from my son's playroom. Yep, most quiet place in the house that I can do this without waking him up. So excuse the background until I'm able to get a backdrop going and everything. So yeah, got some stuff to talk about today. We've got the everyday carry of the Leatherman Wave multi-tool with the bit kit bit extender, so that's going to be interesting to get into, and also a new knife sharpener that I was able to pick up for pretty cheap, common man, budget friendly kind of thing. The Leatherman Wave is not so common man or budget friendly. It's a little bit on the expensive side. I think the cheapest that I found it coming across like all these websites and everything has been like $123, which is not too bad. There is a lot more expensive multi-tools out there. I think the Leatherman Signal that just came out for bushcrafters and survivalists are like around 123 automatically, and you just get that multi-tool. I know like the Surge or the Charge and all this other stuff, there's just so many different multi-tools out there that you can choose from, and anywhere from the range of $29 and up to, I've seen some multi-tools go up to like $200 before. So not very common man of the one that I've picked up. And as you guys can see, I'm smoking on camera again. Long day. So let's jump into it. I've got two different packs here. What I did was the Leatherman Wave actually came in this molly sheath, and I don't really care for it, but it does have a good purpose. So I went and picked up a leather sheath for it, and I was able to pop a whistle on there, and it does have an extra pocket here that I'm going to try to find a nice little flashlight to put with it, but it's really good. So I'm going to switch over to the scene so you guys can actually see the Leatherman Wave a little bit better while I explain some stuff. So here it is. This is exactly basically what I got, except for the bit extender down at the bottom. Mine didn't come black. It came silver, or like a metal based. It's just not black. It's a great multi-tool. I love this multi-tool. It's great. It's been on me, on my hip every day. I don't go anywhere without it, and it's a really great multi-tool. And I'll switch back and forth between this view and also the full picture of me, so I can show you a little bit more of the details on here. I usually do this because where I'm using my camera on my laptop, it's a little fuzzy and stuff, so there's that. But as you can see, there it is. So I'm going to switch back over and go over a little bit more of the specs. So here it is, and I do love this tool, and it is just a great multi-tool. What I love about it the most is, out of all the multi-tools I've owned the Gerber suspension multi-tool, which it's a really good multi-tool. It's very decently made. It's good for the $30 that it is. Anybody basically, I guess you could say, going out there like just trying to find a multi-tool that's maybe, common man, Ozark Trail does make multi-tools that are, I guess you could say, right in the price range of like $10 and stuff, for starting out. But in my brutal, honest opinion, stay away from them. They don't have a good locking system on them. They can also just rust up so easily. I did it. I had purchased it and I used it for a couple months, and it just falls apart. So my best idea for anybody is to save up the money and go after a decent one, whether it be the Leatherman. I think it's let's see there. It's either called the Wingman or the Sidekick. I can't remember, but it's not a bad multi-tool. Even the Surge, or I think it's the Surge. Yeah, there's so many different names for multi-tools. I can't remember them all. They're not bad. I think the Surge was like $40. I do believe that's how much it was. But what I love about this multi-tool the most is that the most of the tools are accessible from the outside. You got your serrated blade, which, you know, I don't really care for serrated blades, but they are good of cutting rope, cutting like fine bone. Um, they do have their purpose. Um, serrated blade, okay. Fine edge blade, I'll use this all the time. Yes, it's still very sharp. I keep all my knives sharp. I could shave my beard off with this, but no. No. No shaving of the beard. If you don't have a beard, grow one. Grow one right now. Um, so, a fine edge blade, I've always loved fine edge blades because you can do so much more with them. The other thing about Leatherman is their tools are really good and their saw blades are awesome. I don't know if you can really see that. It's an aggressive blade and it's just, and then, and I've tested the saw blade out, so I'll let you guys go ahead and know that when you do use the saw blade, you're not going to want to use it like on a on a branch like that big around. No, that's a hatchet's job or one of those nice good hand chainsaw pull saw, survival saw things, whatever. Then it does have a metal wood file, and it's got a diamond coated edge on the backside, which I guess you could use it to sharpen some knives, but it's a real thin coating one, so I don't use it much. I would use it for like emergency sharpening knives. I'm not really sure exactly what all you can do with that, but I'm going to switch back over to the scene where you guys can see a little bit more of the tools on the inside because it's probably not going to show up on my camera that much. But as you can see, it does have a bottle opener, and on the bottle opener slash can opener, down at the very bottom where you see the Phillips head bit, you'll see like a little bit of a V going there, and that's your wire strippers. And that right there is basically, stripping wires, doing this. I mean, I've actually known it to be pretty good for cutting snare wire if you need to be doing that. Of course, you got wire cutters at the top for that. As you can see, there is the bit which the bit extender goes into, and the bits, and I'll show you those here in a minute, and I'll show you a little bit how that works. Then you got scissors, a fine screwdriver for like glasses or something, and then you got your flathead, which, to be honest with you, I use for a mini pry bar because that thing is actually pretty beefy and everything, and it is really, really good. I've actually had a lot of luck using that. So there are some advantages to it. I don't like the molly sheath it comes with. Yes, there are people out there that's like, oh, the molly sheath, blah, 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 blah. That's all great and well. I'm just not a molly sheath kind of guy. I like the leather. I think leather will last longer. You can go to Cabela's and pick up these leather sheaths for like $5, and they have better ones than the one that I picked up. I mean, they just was out of stock, and I wanted something right then and there. Now, with the molly sheath, I did do a little bit of a upgrade to it. When you open it up, you can see that it's crammed full of stuff, and what I do is I do keep, and yes, this is Gerber Bear Grills, but he does have some decent stuff out. Just a ferro rod. This is basically a piece of crap. I don't ever use it. It does have little things on there that I want to try out. I've got some ideas in my head. I'm not going to mention them at this time, but I'll let you know how that goes. But it's a brand new ferro rod. It is Bear Grylls. It's kind of beefy and everything, so it'll last. I keep a small sharpening stone with coarse and fine edge on the back. I'm not sure exactly like what the graded grit is. And see, like I said, my bit extender didn't come black. It came silver. So it's not too bad, but I'll go ahead and show you how that works real quick. Basically, you open up the multi-tool, pull out the bit here, and it's just held in there by friction. You just pop it out, pop the flat part of the bit extender in there, slides down in there, and then you put your bit in there. And you got a little bit more reach on your bit. So there is that. Okay, so with that and everything, and I'm going to go ahead and pop this up and close this multi-tool. I'll go ahead and show you guys the bits that come with the bit. The bit set, which is actually pretty cool. I mean, there's a lot of function. I haven't used a lot of them. No need to use a lot of them because there's really not much to do, but it does come with 2 sets. And pop it right back over here. As you can see, it's a little different. It didn't come with the Leatherman all in yellow and stuff like that, but it's got everything from flatheads to hex to looks like Allen wrench. It's got that, and then it's got 2. Well, I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to see this. It's kind of small, but that right there. See, yeah, that's that fine over there next to the scissors. And when you get the bit kit, it only comes with an extra one, which is the same one. I don't have the one that mine came with actually in the multi-tool itself because it's very, very small, and I'm really kind of afraid to lose it. So what I did was I took it out of there and I put it in the extra bit kit slot that it came with, so it actually has an area to sit down in. It's it's not probably the best idea, but I find it to be one of the most. I don't know. I guess it's the better of 2 evils. Either have it in there and everything like that. And that's the other thing I don't like the Molly sheath is this stuff just doesn't want to go in. It wants to get caught on everything, and it's kind of like, really? So it takes a minute to get in, and it's a pain. And even plus, like when you put your bit kit in there, you put the bit extender in there, which, what did I do with the bit extender? I don't know what I did with it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, even with this in there, like on the side, and you put your multi-tool down in there, it does fit, but it gets a little crowded, and like when you need to get your multi-tool out, it probably will bring along the bit kit with it. Not the bit kit, but the bit extender, to where you might lose it, basically, and I just don't like that. So I just kind of made like a little sharpening kit with a little bit of area to have fire, and it just fits all conveniently into the Molly sheath here. And it's really nice, I guess, for just a little extra added. And yes, when I go out, I carry my Mora blade, the Mora companion, the bit kit, and this. So these 3 things are, well, let's turn these around here. These 3 things are constantly on my belt, and it kind of goes like, this is here, then it's my multi-tool, then the way the Molly strap is, it's sideways. So these 3 things are always on my belt all times. These are part of my everyday carry, EDC. It's just how I feel, plus with my work and everything, I need it every single day. So it is a good thing to have. Multi-tools are actually very handy. I can't say that they're not handy, because they come in very handy with me, from everything from small repairs on my truck to doing things out in the woods with bushcrafting. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that just keep going on and on and on and everything. But there is one more thing I do want to talk about, and it's not very much. It's just a little extra additive to what I've got here. And I'm going to go ahead and pop over to the scene that has it. And there we go. And it's basically the Camillus knife sharpener for field, which is good. I like it. I've used it quite a bit. It's very small. Well, I mean, it's pretty good size and everything. And I mean, it's not too bad. You got ceramic, you got your carbide. I mean, you got everything there to be able to sharpen your knife in the field. It's got the two pull-through sharpeners, which is very easy to understand. Everybody can do a pull-through sharpener. It's no big deal. Now, it does have another carbide, and it does have another ceramic side, and that long white piece that you see is the ceramic side. That in the middle of that has an indentation for a hook sharpener, and that's a nice feature. I've never really needed a hook sharpener. Um, I mean, eventually, I guess, if you do fish a lot, that it does come in handy, and everything. But I've never had any kind of need for one. The T-bits on it, very, very different additive to it. And also at the very bottom where you see T8 and T6 of those T-bits, you can see that it does have a small flathead screwdriver. Um, yeah, it's very, very small. So I haven't tried out any of the bits on it. I have done every single type of sharpening on here except for the fish hook. The 20, 30, and 45 degree angles that you do see on the knife sharpener is actually not for your knife, not made for anything like that, which I'm guessing if you had a small pocket knife, you could do that and everything, but it's made for scissors. I've tried, you know, little scissors to kitchen scissors to camp scissors, and it's all worked on there, and it's all been great too. It's not too bad of a sharpener. I think that what I carried out in the bush with me, just that, if I had to, yes. If I had to take another option, of course, well, I've already got another option because, like I said, I always carry those three things as a knife, multi-tool, and this little kit on me at all times. If I don't have, say, my thigh pack or my backpack with me, which usually I do at all times, they're always in my truck. So I've always got some form of other survival gear with me. If I took that out in the woods, I would be comfortable with using it because I've used it a couple times. It's very nice. It doesn't get everything quite like razor sharp, but it does do somewhat of that. So it's a decent pickup. I mean, you can find it at Walmart for like $5. Well, it was on sale at the time for $5 when I picked it up. I think original price is like $10, so it's very, very common, man. No, not a lot of money. Now the Leatherman Wave, we all know, by itself, if you want to get, excuse me, like I said, long day. Now the Leatherman Wave, if you get it in silver, it's like $89. Sometimes you can find it on sale. If you want to get the black coating like I did, I think that runs around $99. If you did the whole thing of bit kit, bit extender, and plus the multi-tool itself, you're looking at about 123 to 125. So that's, in my opinion, that's expensive. I mean, you can take $125 out here and do a lot more with it than just buy yourself a multi-tool and everything, but in all honesty, I wanted a good one. I've always liked the Leatherman Wave, so that's what I got. The other thing that I like about this knife sharpener is it does have a lot of additives to it. So like, if you go from in your mindset to wilderness survival to urban survival to where there's, chaos and everything like that, to the point where, you might need a multi-tool more to be in a house somewhere if you're scavenging in a house or something, or if you're trying to fix up a vehicle, or you're even, ripping apart a vehicle to keep yourself alive in the woods. That's my main function of multi-tools. I mean, yeah, I can go out here and buy one with an awl and everything like that, but it's not too bad. With the T-bits on there, it's pretty good. So I think it has a lot more to bring to the table than just being a knife sharpener, since it does have some tools on it, and it also takes care of scissors as well. So there's my opinion on that part of that knife sharpener. I mean, it is a good one. It's like I said, it's not too big. let's see here. Let's go for the tip of my middle finger down. So it's not bad. It's not bad at all for a size, because you can, usually I'll slip it up here. I usually have shirts that have pockets on the front, and I'll just slip it down in one of those, and it doesn't bother me at all. Um, would I replace it for something like if I'm at home with my, my Lansky sharpening kits? No, 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 no. I wouldn't just sit here and just do that over and over and over again on that. I would actually get my actual good knife sharpening kit out and, work on it with my Mora 511, my Mora Companion, my SK Arctic, SK Mountain, my Gerber compact fixed blade, my hatchet, my axe. Yeah, basically, I've got so many freaking knives and stuff, it's not even funny. And as we all know, we just keep going on and on and on and on with buying knives because we find more and more out there that we like, So it's a good one. The Leatherman Wave is a great multi-tool. Every bushcrafter out there, every survivalist, every body, it's like Leatherman Wave. Oh, clouds open up, angels come through, big huge beam of light just shines on it. It's been there basically, I guess you could say, from the beginning for a lot of people. Now, yes, they have made some new multi-tools that focus straight and strictly on survival or bushcraft. I mean, they have ones with awls, which, to be honest with you, I don't use an awl that much. I really don't. If I need to make a hole in something, I got other methods of being able to punch a hole in something. Do I have multi-tools with awls on them? Yes, I do. Do I use them that much? No, not at all. So it's just very, very true on what a lot of people say, as in this, that, or the other. So basically, it's go out there and get, if you want a multi-tool, go out there and just fool around with them. Go to Walmart, even if you piss off somebody at the counter going, you found what you want? It's like, no, I haven't found what I want. I want to still look what I want. So, I mean, get out there, feel them in your hands, make sure that they have the tools that you want them to have on there, not just the tools that they come with, If anything, I mean, if anybody had the money, the way I'd look at it is, if I had the money to do it, I'd call Leatherman up and be like, okay, I want the style of the Leatherman, but I want this, and this on it instead of this. So there's quite a bit of, difference in multi-tools. Now, like the Leatherman Super Tool 300, that right there is basically something that it's like, oh, okay, it's got like almost all the tools on it. Yeah, I do what I want on my channel. Yeah, I smoke. If I had some alcohol, I'd be drinking that too. But I don't. Yeah, okay. Trying to make like a little funny bit there. So, another thing that I kind of watched the other day, which I watched the new Survivor Man, and I kind of wanted to get on topic of this real quick. But did that guy really think that he was going to go out there and have a pleasurable trip with Les Stroud? No. As soon as, if somebody came up to me and said, okay, you're having a week adventure with, Les Stroud, I'm going to be like, okay, well, that's all well and good, but I know he's not going to be like right up my ass with helping me out. The guy was just clueless. I mean, I don't understand why they got somebody that, really doesn't know much about it. And I guess that makes for a better TV show and everything like that. But, I mean, come on. There's so much more and so much better stuff. Or better people that are, actually into this stuff. It's like this guy was basically straight up like a couch survivor. He didn't go outside. And with that being said, I kind of felt sorry for him. I mean, good thing he did get a fire going. Um, but even after Les had talked to him and talked about, hey, this is what you need to do and everything, still yet it wasn't enough to get kind of like some stuff in his. Yeah, it was pretty bad. If you guys haven't seen it, you guys need to check it out because it's kind of one of those things where it just makes you laugh on your couch and you're just like, really, this guy, really? So, there's that. But I just had to touch that topic real quick. But you know, I hope that the people that do watch this, it's they enjoy it, and I hope the way that I've got everything going up now with the way I have everything hooked up with these just like this where I can actually pop up a bigger picture for everybody so you guys can see the product that I'm talking about and a little bit more inspect. Now I'm going to be messing around with it a lot more and everything, and then we're going to go from like that, and then I'll pop it back over to the knife sharpener, and then hopefully, get everything going to the point where, boom, yay, we're back and everything. So I hope you guys like it. It's going to take some getting used to, and I'm going to do some like kind of tricky stuff, and hopefully you guys like it. Um, so I kind of, thought that, I would do something kind of cool like this, and then boom, there's the intro. So hopefully you guys do like it, and I hope that it will be able something to, entertain a little bit better and make my videos better. So until the next time, question to ask yourself is, are you paranoid, or are you paranoid enough? Later.